Hello, this video walkthrough is to help you complete your first required exercise and get started working in Onshape. What we have here is the assignment in the Google Classroom. There's really quick instructions, a link to the document that you're going to work off of. This Onshape required exercises are here document is where you want to go to start. There is a link to sign up for the free student account. And then what I have here is a link to the page that shows some of the controls for using the trackpad on the Chromebook, which is not ideal. I will show you a couple shortcuts in the program, and this link here shows you how to use the trackpad to zoom and pan, and but it's not ideal. You really do want a 3-button scroll mouse, and so make sure you hop into school and pick one up if you don't have one at home, because it makes working in these programs much easier. So as I said, we start with this document here, and it tells you first thing to start an Onshape student account. That this link right here and the link on the assignment take you to this page where you can set up a student account. You'll enter your first name, your last name, and your school email address. It's important that you use your school email address because that'll make sure that they give you access to a student account immediately. Tell them you're a student and your school level is high school. You do need to check the box to create your EDU account. That's actually going to lead you to another screen right here where it asks for some more information. It wants to know what your school is, the website for the school, and so you can fill that out with this information that's shown right here on the screen. Your graduation years will vary. You can tell them what you're using Onshape for if you think you're going to use it specifically for 3D printing or for robotics or architecture, but you can always just write school. You're using this because I am making it a requirement of this class. You will need to agree to all of these things and have them be true. Tell them you're not a robot to create an account. It will then have you verify that email. And then once you've done that, you should be able to sign into Onshape. So that's the first thing you need to get done in class today. Once you have an Onshape account, you return to this document, and this is where you'll find the first exercises. Required exercise 1 is linked right here, and so when I click on it, it will take me to required exercise 1 out there in the World Wide Web. When you come to this document, it should say up here that this is view only and that you cannot actually make any changes on it. The first thing you'll need to do for all of these exercises is go to the document menu and copy the workspace. I am asking that you change this last part here to have your name. And then create a new document. Now your document will look like mine, and you'll have the ability to make changes on it and actually work in it. And this is what you'll need to do for every one of these required exercises is make a copy, change your name, and then share it with me to get credit. My email is not any of these, but if you type in MB Smith, there it is, and then you should never have to do that again. It won't let me do this because it's my document, but that's how you're going to turn in these assignments. Unlike Tinkercad, I do not have access to them, and you will need to share them with me. Okay, so all I wanted to do with this walkthrough is show you how to make the copy and share the document with me. But this is also where I want to show you a little bit about this user interface and make sure that you're able to do those simple things that we were learning in Tinkercad, how to view objects and to move around in this user interface. So You can rename your documents by using this title here, but you can also just type directly in there to rename your documents. Here, there is a vast learning center that you can go to that has tutorials. If you are really wanting to do Onshape, you may do this instead of my required exercises. Um, and then this right here is pretty important with the keyboard shortcuts there, which you will find very useful if you do not have the 3-button mouse, because it's pretty frustrating to do some of these, where are they? The 3D viewing features, such as zooming in, zooming out, rotating, and panning without the 3-button mouse. And so, but actually the keyboard shortcuts are pretty useful, and I often use those even though I do have a nice mouse. Um, get out of there. Okay, so um, in general, you have this workplace right here where you will be doing your modeling. When we start our designs, there's usually nothing here, but this required exercise really is a huge, it's an already made design that's here for you to play with, so you can see some of the potential of this program. It is an assembly of a bicycle frame. Down here, you can see the different tabs where we have the full assembly and then the different parts that are making up that assembly. You can add new tabs here and put all kinds of interesting stuff there. Close that webcam. This is where a SolidWorks file has been uploaded. SolidWorks is kind of the industry standard for 3D modeling, but many people are moving from SolidWorks to Onshape now. So they imported this file to get started. And you can even add PDFs here. And so this is a brochure of this mountain biking company that they just added on there. What I really wanted to show you about this full assembly here is that once you have put all these parts in here, you can actually assign motion to them, which is what's happening here. It's called mating the features. You say this part attaches to this part right here, and the motion that we are going to allow to happen between these two parts is a revolution. What this does is it allows this object to actually move as it would in real life. So not only is this able to show, say, a client how this would work, but it actually would allow you to, solve some problems at this point. Like if this needed to swivel completely around, you could tell using this program that that is or is not possible without even having to build this. So hopefully you can see the power of this. And then this is why you could spend years learning Onshape and 3D modeling tools. And this is really a computer-aided manufacturing tool. There's a lot to learn here. We are only going to be going over the basics. You should, in this program, make sure that you are able to zoom in and out. I am doing this with the ease of my scroll mouse. You can do that with the touchpad or keyboards. You want to be able to pan, which is moving side to side. For me, this is easiest. This is rotation, which is what happens if you use your left click on the mouse. But these are also things that you can do with shortcut keys, such as pressing Control Shift and then using the back and forth arrows. This is panning, which is easy for me because I right click with the Control key to pan. But right now I'm doing it by pushing Control Shift and using the arrows. This is important for being able to work on your document. Over here, we have a view cube, just like in Tinkercad, that allows you to make specific rotations of like specific increments and see things from straight on to normal to certain faces.